Oh, so welcome everybody out there. We are live coming to you to share information about the upcoming 90-day gratitude experiment. My name is Danielle Odette, and I am one of your expedition leaders for this experiment. And today we've got Eric, our other expedition leader, leading a conversation about what is to come. So I'm going to pass the mic and camera off to Eric. And thank you so much all for watching and being here with us.
Very good. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Danielle.
Welcome.
Very good. So my name is Eric Knouse. I am the founder of a company called Mindful Science. I started this journey 13 years ago in about 2008. And that brings me to the current moment where we are now launching on January 20th, a 12-week journey. It's the gratitude experiment, and we'll talk about that in the next few minutes. Before I say anything else, I want to introduce Stephanie Dougherty. Did I say that correctly, Stephanie?
Actually, it's Dougherty, as per my father-in-law.
It's always good to check. Yeah, very good. Stephanie is joining us in the journey. I'm using the metaphors climbing Mount Everest. So we're in base camp. We're in the tent, and Stephanie just hiked up to the base camp from Kathmandu, and we're sitting in an orange tent in the rocky plains of beneath Mount Everest. And we're having tea, and she's going to ask me everything she can think about. Does she want to go on this climb with me, with us? What's the cohort about? Any question that comes to her mind, because it'll probably be true that many of you are thinking about the same question. So Stephanie's just going to for the next 14 minutes, she's just going to throw questions at me, and then we'll banter back and forth a little bit. And this will be the first of several live calls that we do. Stephanie and I are going to do two, and then somebody else is going to do the same thing. So these are new people, just like you, who want to learn about this gratitude experiment, this 12-week journey. Okay, Stephanie, who are you? Where'd you come from? And why are you here? How'd you hear about us?
Oh, great. Thank you, Eric. I'm Stephanie Dougherty, and I am relatively recently left the healthcare field and embarked upon a series of self-explorations that have been taking me into the universe. I've been in healthcare for a while, and nursing, and then in administration. And so in 2018, I discovered heart math. It was a divine calling. There's no question about it. I took the training in Austin, Texas, and then I continued my work at the organization I was at, trying to bring heart math into the organization. Got as far as the proposal to the board, and then wildness occurred, and I was sort of encouraged to leave that matrix, if you will. Okay. And so I've been on a journey. This has been an incredible journey for me to self-discover my spiritual being. Who am I? I'm a spiritual being in an avatar body, a biological entity of the most profound, incredible magnificence that I can't even believe that I didn't know all this so long ago, that it's like, holy mackerel, what else can this thing do? I'm like, woo. So between transcendental meditation and heart math, I've been coaching others very minimally, but working up to the concept of having a small business to help others see the value and the magnificence of their own heart wave, their incredible coherence, the geometry of divine creation that is actually our physical being. And then you add consciousness on top of that, and then the universe is really just a stepping stone. So where I am now is learning about your gorgeous gratitude experience. I mean, I've gone through the first two big programs with Dr. Joe Dispenza. I've learned about the gratitude, the morphogenic changing of the DNA, the incredible illumination that we can achieve on our own with our thoughts, our emotions, and our practicing through many ways. All roads lead home to the heart, really. And so from Dr. Dispenza to bringing transcendental meditation into this organization I was in, to introducing heart math, this last 2 years has really been about self-discovery and self-care. Because when I left the other organization, I was pretty much a little bit on the burnt out side of, in a
Mhm.
leadership role, you kind of get caught up in that whole go and keep going.
Yeah.
And so I've been unpacking, Eric. I've been unpacking so much of what I thought I knew to learn what is really the truth about who we are. And so I think it was on Facebook. I had sort of distanced myself from social media through this whole COVID experience because there was too much going on politically. And so I kind of left Facebook, other things. We've kind of hermetized ourselves in our gorgeous little country bubble, if you will, to heal and explore and expand. And I reconnected with Facebook a couple of months ago. And lo and behold, Heart Math and Mindful Science popped into my feed because I joined, some other Heart Math groups. And I took a look at this gratitude experiment. I said, oh my God, this is like everything Joe Dispenza has been talking about, gratitude and being the most, gratitude and love and gratitude are the most two powerful words in the English language that change matter, that actually change our physiology, that change water. Excuse me 1 minute. Getting over a small cold. So yeah, I landed on that page and I said, oh my God, this sounds extraordinary. I started reading your posts, reading what other people were saying, started practicing with my monitor, my heart monitors, my M-Wave monitor a little more, and realized I had an opportunity here to participate in something that was more extraordinary than I'd ever imagined. And it was as if the universe had answered my call for what am I to be next? How am I to be, not to do, but to be?
Mhm.
And so I had a conversation with you. You interviewed me. My husband started getting interested in this, and I'm still pulling him along a little bit. So we have to talk to him and see, how you want to do this. He sees the change in me. He feels the change in our environment because of who I am becoming, and is absolutely blown away by it, as well as my other friends and colleagues. They also said the same thing. But there's more. There's more to be on a more consistent, higher level through your beautiful education you're giving everyone, Eric. I'm in awe that we can achieve layer and layer and layer of higher coherence and dimensionality that we did not know, that actually calls forth information that we need, that we don't even know, but we're so open at this point. We can achieve so much more gracious gratitude in loving, giving ways for our entire environment that spills out into the whole world. That's where I feel this gratitude experiment is going to help me achieve that level of baseline that's higher than I am now.
Yeah.
And with humble gratitude, I'm just thrilled to be here. I have a ton of questions, so I don't want to take up time talking too much.
No, that's perfect. That's a great intro of you and what your interests are, where your mind's at, so to speak. Beautiful. So let's go right into the questions. Just start. You're a newbie and you want to know about the course, or not the course. It's not a course.
Yeah, it's really an experiment, participation.
It's a direct experience. It's direct experience.
Yes.
It's not a class. It's not a lecture. It's not a course. It's a direct experience. And most of what we're going to do, the transformation, is going to be through breath work, biofeedback, body posture, and the most beautiful part is future selfing. So we can start.
I love that.
We can plant the seeds in that coherent state, which is the balance between the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system, which is the physiological state for transformation. That's where we can play. So fire your questions up. Let's go.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Thank you so much for that. The breath work, the coherence, the monitoring, the practicing, and the future selfing. I think that also grabbed my attention. Future selfing. I've been on this quest to expand my light body and to be who I really want to be. And what is that person? And who is that? What gift am I to give to the world? So the future selfing is fantastic. Well, my question is the practicing. So we started with our ascent practice of 5 minutes of quiet and 5 minutes of toning. So do we have, we're going to be going into a little more time commitment to that. So how does that translate time-wise during the day? Like, do you have a recommendation for embracing the totality of, or clarification, the totality of our experience, like the 45 and how often, and do we do things in the morning, in the evening, and what does it look like?
Yeah. So all practice is good practice. And
Yep.
this is a one room schoolhouse. So I tell everybody it's best when you wake up in the morning to practice within 30 minutes of waking up. It's true.
Okay.
Because you're coming out of beta, alpha, theta, right?
Right.
So you want to, or theta, beta, alpha, waking up. So you're still in that alpha state, and that's an ideal state when you sit back down. After you wake up, you're up a little bit, move around, and then sit down. You can go back into alpha. It's still available to you. So that's the best time. Anytime the practice is good. I've had amazing practices in the afternoon on some days, and I've had terrible ones. For me, it's mostly in the morning. For most people, it's in the morning.